Happy Memorial Day to everybody out there. A little different setting tonight and a little bit of different type of a discussion. Not so much beating and trying to show any hatred towards anybody, but today is one of those days that we have to long remember that we had a lot of friends and family members that have served. And meaning that Monday is Memorial Day, uh, I like to give my thoughts and my honest feelings to the family members that have lost their loved ones in combat and those that have lost their lives serving our country, law enforcement, all of them. Today is a day that we should start every day remembering this. But because tomorrow is Memorial Day, let's put them all together in one complete package and remember those that gave the ultimate. God bless them all, and God bless their family members. Well, to start out, I see that Fox News has had some good programs on there, and they've been pretty honest in what they've been saying, and I sort of believe and want to believe that that part of the media is really staying straight in course of what is going on with the nation and what's going on with the president and throughout the country. Um, One of the things that I observed yesterday was a veteran speaking about what the VA has done for him and how straight he was, not detour and put the VA on a pedestal just because he's speaking about the VA. He was very honest in saying a lot of the issues that the VA hasn't has promised has not really been up to par. But the VA has done good. But because the VA has such a monopoly of individuals and different ways of trying to care for the veterans, he understands that there's a lot more than what the VA is saying to all of us or the public on TV. It's not all always 100% that. We have to look back, or we have to look at what the issues are. One, the opiate epidemic and the addiction of all these other type of prescription that our veterans has been given through from day one because of their illnesses, because of their post-traumatic stress and their issues of uh, not being understood. The other part is that it's not 20 veterans a day committing suicide. It's 22 or more. We have to consider all the elements of what suicide and accidents and everything put together. There's a reason, and this veteran was stating it loud and clear. Post-traumatic stress is a major issue. It brings a lot of harm to the individual and also the family members. But the VA now on June 6th is launching out with a program that's supposed to fit one shoe fits all. That's the way I call it. One shoe fits all. We all thought that the VISN program was supposed to do that, but it hasn't. It hasn't done that from day one. Everything that the VA does, each VA facility in each state, one way or the other, has performed different and has let the veteran down. Okay, that's what we're looking at. We're also looking at what the family members are going through because of this. We need to work together. If we don't understand what the VA is doing, and we just keep griping about it and doing nothing, that's what we're going to get. We have to understand the VA is not perfect. One, their hotline, the White House hotline, is a farce. It's people picking up that phone, listening to your call, and actually just listening. Unless your situation is that it makes a threat, it's only going to go on paper and recorded. They say, well, the information is going to get to the president. Not so. I've been on that White House hotline many times over with veterans, and none of our issues has been heard. Okay? We might get a call back, but once you get a call back, that's all you get. So you got to be persistent. And I know we're aggravating the Department of Veterans Affairs, especially those in high echelon, to the point that, hey, we could only do so much. Well, then quit telling the public what you're doing, that you're doing so much, and start correcting the issues on hand. There are a lot of good people. There's a lot of good leaders in the Department of Veterans Affairs. But there's something wrong. The president is not getting everything that he should be getting and being notified about. That's the way I feel about it. And I think his words and his wanting to make the Department of Veterans Affairs better, it's all good heart. But nobody's really communicating with him. He's only hearing what they want them to hear. And it's time that we stop this. Would I like to meet the president? Of course. It'd be an honor, but only the honor that I would find it would be is for him to listen to what we have. Right now, Operation Find for Effect and Forgotten Warriors Veterans is preparing a bill. And Forgotten Warriors Project is the one that's writing it up. OFFE is going to launch it out to Congressman Katko's office. And hopefully to other congressmen. They can listen and understand our bill is what we need. You can't write a bill about us if you haven't worn our boots. That's the whole picture. Please listen, veterans. Whenever there's a need to muster together, let's do it. Don't overlook it. Don't say nothing that's going to get done. Nothing gets done if we don't do something. I told you, and I said it before, you can call my number, 315-986-7322. Let's talk. Let's muster. Let's get together and do what is right. We need your help. We need to stand together. West LA in California is another issue. But veterans aren't getting together with Francisco Juarez, who has VAL USA as an organization. He's trying to do his very best. We're all working together to make that happen, to make it so the veterans have a home over there in West LA. Remember, any VA facility, it's our VA facility. We're responsible. We should be a part of each one. Just because we live in a different state doesn't mean that it doesn't represent our health care and what we are supposed to be working towards to make it better. Don't leave it for somebody else. It's wrong. That's one. The next part is the one that deeply hurts me, is that everybody has hatred towards President Trump so bad in the liberal side. And I don't say that every liberal has a bad thought, a bad word to say about him, but there's a majority of those in Congress and majority of those in the private sector, in the movie industry, in the business industry, those corporate people that are really aggravating the crap out of me. You're not seeing it. You're only seeing it because you hate this man that became a president out of the blues, and you couldn't even imagine how he did it. Because he had balls. That's why. He had balls to become a man that can say, these changes have to be done, and you don't like these changes. Schumer, you don't like it. Nancy Pelosi, you don't like it. Waters, you don't like it. Corey, you don't like it. All the rest of you that are running for president, Can you imagine? Can you imagine in your, even what brain you have, that 23 or 24 of you is going up against one man? Isn't that something? You fear him so much, you're throwing everything you can at this man. And there's one that says that I heard, a liberal says, the only way we can beat him is we impeach him. You got a lot of balls, people. You got a lot of balls to say that he hasn't done anything. You haven't given him the opportunity. You haven't given him the open door to take care of the things. Every time he comes up with an issue that has to be taken care of, no, no, no. So you come up with this deal. That you don't want him to be successful, because you don't want him to win next year. 2020, I hope to God that he wins. It's going to make each and every one of you people look like fools. You tried to bury him. You're not happy with the outcome of the report you received. You wanted him to be thrown down the drain, man. You know, look at it like this. You have all these issues with him. All of the individuals that are running for president are looking at different ways to make it better for the United States. But you're not. We have senators that says, hey, we should have socialism. That's good. But you know what? It's not good. That individual itself, Bernie Sanders, he doesn't even want charter schools. And some of you believe that each individual, whether you're black, Chinese, or Hispanic, they should have individual ways of grading you and going to schools, to each different kind of school. Isn't that segregating? You have liberals that believe that their money is being stolen by President Bush. Excuse me, not President Bush. God bless him. President Trump. How could you do that? Why wasn't you taking care of the issues of cutting back the taxes? Maybe you could have done what President Trump is doing now. But you complain about it. And God bless Nancy Pelosi. Nancy, if you are praying for President Trump, I hope that you're washing your sins down a drain and meaning those prayers with you and your comrade buddy there, Schumer. Because I don't believe one damn thing you say. You're trying to work a psychological warfare to destroy this man any which way you can. All of yous out there. Veterans, look at it. You know, it's nice to follow a team, to be together with a team. But look at it for real. You want all these other 24 people that are running, one of those to beat President Trump, just because you're in that team. Why don't you just open up your hearts and look at it bipartisan? See what the wrong is on the far left. You got that radical congresswoman, Cortez. You're all following her. You know what it's like, a Pied Piper. Let me play the flute and take you down the drain, because I know you'll follow me. That's what Cortez is. The Pied Piper. Nancy Pelosi, you're done. She wants your job so bad, she doesn't give a crap what you say. And you're standing there going, I'll pray for you. I'll pray for you, President Trump. What are you doing? You're how old? If you're that old and you can't even do your job, then quit. But don't let an individual like Cortez be the one that's going to be your predecessor. Don't let her be. You know, Memorial Day is a day. Well, Memorial Day should be a Memorial Day every day that we remember those that have served this country and those that have given the ultimate. Law enforcement, everybody. But we only think of it like this today. Why? It makes you feel good. It makes you look good in front of the public, what you say and what you do. But you know, at the end of the day, you go back to the same old crap. I haven't seen Schumer's face pop up, except for a couple of times. Not like before. Cramming it down everybody's throat about how bad Trump is. Schumer, did you get any donations from Trump to run for senator? Did he ever give you any donations? Nancy, can they check your tax records? Can they? Cortez, Waters, Corey, all of you hooligans. Wake up. You're not going to win. You're not going to win. I don't care what you think. Okay? Whether President Trump wins again or not, you're not going to win because the public has seen exactly what you're all about. You talk about him lying? Look at all the lies you've said. How come you haven't corrected the borders 12 years ago with Obama? How come you haven't corrected the issue of taxes with Obama? How come you want more segregation with schools, dividing individuals to go to different schools because they're black, Latinos, Chinese? You think that's great? That's segregation. Those are slaves. You're segregating people again. You guys did it way before, during the Civil War. We had to correct that. And you want to do it again? Give me a break, Pelosi. It's hard for my words to come out what I really want to say. But I think that you all know that you really want to vote for President Trump and you don't want anybody to believe that. I think you want a bumper sticker, and I'm going to make one up. It's already made up. It's putting together. And I'm going to have all your pictures right behind that bumper sticker. So that bumper sticker is in the front. You know what it's going to say? Don't dump Trump. Don't dump Trump. How's that? Thank you so much for listening to me. I hope that you can all understand. I mean what I say. You're not the leaders of this country. You're destroying this country. It's not Trump. You're destroying it. Thank you and good night and happy Memorial Day.